In this video, I'm essentially going to give you your starter kit if you're ready to see some serious growth on Instagram in 2024. I'm going to be sharing what basically I would be doing if I wanted to restart my Instagram account in 2024, what I would focus on when it comes to my strategy, plus the tools and programs that make my life a million times easier when it comes to Instagram content creation. So let's go ahead and dive in. Before we get into the strategies and even the tools, the first thing you need to know if you're looking to start on Instagram right now is how are you going to monetize? You need to know what your end goal with this is in the future, because if you don't, it's going to be hard to know how to position yourself, what your strategy should be, what your niche should be, what your content should be all about, right? So for example, if you're wanting to sell your own products and services, so essentially use Instagram to market your business, you're going to want to start an email list and grow it as much as you can. And you're going to want to start off with making sure that you have systems in place to sell your products and services as your following grows, and not get, 50,000 followers, 100,000 followers down the line and think, oh, I have no one on my email list. Like if this went away, I would lose everything, right? So my recommendation is to use Flowdesk. You can actually get a 50% off your first year with my link right down below. My absolute favorite email marketing program. It's great for beginners, very intuitive and easy to use. Another example is do you want to do brand sponsorships? Do you want to be more of like a content creator influencer? Start with gifted campaigns and start that from the very beginning. A lot of brands don't have very high requirements for gifted campaigns. And so you can start with that, or either one of those. If you're wanting to be a content creator or a business owner, or you wanting to do affiliate marketing, start applying to affiliate marketing programs that you might want to use, whether that is directly with a company that you really love working with and you love using organically, or whether it's signing up for a more mass program like Amazon affiliate or I Like to Know It. Making sure you're signing up for those programs at the beginning so you can share your link from the beginning can be really impactful for your affiliate marketing efforts. The second part of your strategy that I really recommend is when you are approaching Instagram, think about serving and selling daily. Okay, so what do I mean by this? So whenever I say serve, that means you are giving valuable content, you are building a human connection, you are creating a personal brand every single day. You are giving value on your account. And that is going to make up the majority of the content that you share on Instagram. Now, that needs to go hand in hand with selling. And when I say selling, we're not talking about, being a sleazy salesman, right? We're talking about organically sharing the things that actually make money at the end of the day. Like if you're only showing up and serving to your Instagram audience and never sell, one, they're gonna not be used to you selling, and it's not going to lead to as great of conversions when you do sell. But two, you're not gonna be making any money, right? You need to make sure you're actually selling, and selling can not necessarily be like, here's my thing, like buy my product, or here's my affiliate link, like use it for a discount. It can also be simply sharing the behind the scenes of you working on a product or working on a campaign, or it could even be, sharing reviews and testimonials and DMs that you get from your followers about the transformation that you're helping them with, or about the things that you're helping them with, or products that you're recommending, right? And just making sure you're incorporating that every single day into your strategy is really important, because you don't want to build a following of people who are not used to that, because when you do go to monetize and you do go to share, it's not going to convert as well, and it's going to take you a long time to almost steer that ship over in the direction of, okay, I actually want to make money, and here are the ways I'm going to do that. The third part of your strategy that I really recommend leaning into when you're starting out, because if you're starting from the beginning, you obviously probably have next to no followers or very few followers, right? And so we're going to want to lean into Instagram Reels for fast follower growth. Even in 2024, Reels is where it is at when it comes to growing your following. And if you're looking to get started with Reels, I really recommend my free 10 Reels ideas download. It's 10 instant Reels ideas to get you started right now. It has exact text boxes you can use and call to actions and hooks and all of those. You don't have to think up any of those things. Think up, is that even the right phrase? Think of any of those things. So we'll have that link right below in the description if you're interested in downloading that. I think you're going to find it super helpful for this part of your strategy. But essentially, you're going to want to lean into Reels because you're going to be in a growth season, right? I talk about this inside of my paid program, Instagram Growth, how you're going to go through seasons of growth and seasons of nurture with your audience. And obviously, when you're first starting starting out, you're going to be in a season of growth. You're going to be wanting to grow your audience. And not that you're not going to nurture your audience, but you're going to lean a little bit more into reels and getting seen on Instagram, getting visible. And that's going to be really important for your strategy versus I really recommend using things like Instagram stories that are really only going to be shown to your followers. It's still very important that you're showing up in stories and that you're nurturing the followers you do have. But for your feed posts, I really recommend leaning into Instagram reels for the most part. And a few things when it comes to reels and deciding like what you want to do with reels. The first thing is reels is going to be primarily shown to a cold audience, aka people who do not know who you are. I've never seen your face, never heard your name. And when a reel does start to go viral for your account, it's going to be shown to people who don't know who you are. And if you're looking to convert those people into followers, think about what would those people like to see in your content as it relates to your niche. If you just simply go on reels and scroll a little bit, you'll get a good idea of what reels is and how it works and exactly like what is working on reels. And specifically, if you are a business owner wanting to increase your reach using reels, watch my free reels class. We'll also have a link to that in the description. And it's all about how to grow your reach with reels as a business owner. And I go more in depth on that in that 1 hour class. But that's where I really recommend starting is get familiar with reels and how it works. And you're creating reels with the idea in mind that these people don't know who you are and you're giving value to them. It is not the place to sell. It is not the place to, try to convert people immediately into a sale. It's where you're getting people actually seeing you for the first time to then become a follower, to then sell to them in your stories and convert them. And obviously there's ways you can sell in reels. And I've talked about that before on this channel when it comes to many chat automations are huge right now when it comes to conversions. But that's really the overarching, like what you're thinking about with reels. And if you go on reels and scroll, there's, you can jump on trends, you can do face to camera reels, you can do B-roll style reels with text boxes and giving value, giving education, whatever it is as it relates to your niche is really what you want to be aiming for here. Okay, so now let's talk a little bit about the technical tools and programs that make my life a million times easier when it comes to Instagram growth and what I teach to my students when it comes to Instagram. So the first one is an Instagram account that is on Creator. So whenever you have an Instagram account, whether you have an existing one you're turning and wanting to grow with, or whether you're starting a new one, there's going to be 3 options as far as your account type: personal, business, and creator. Personal is like, obviously if you have a personal account, you don't have access to any professional features. Business and creator are very, very similar, have pretty much all of the same features, except that a creator account also has access to popular music. If you're a business account, for like copyright reasons, you can't have access to that music, which doesn't really make sense, but it's just the way it is. So that's why I recommend using a creator account, because you'll still have access to all of the same settings and tools, such as the shop feature, your analytics, etc. Like all those different things you'll still have access to. So I highly recommend having your Instagram account set to creator. The second thing is you're gonna want to have a smartphone tripod just like this one. I'll have this exact one linked in the description. Highly recommend it. This has been my all-time favorite. I've tried so many tripods. It's also one of the least expensive ones. It's like $12 on Amazon, and it simply opens up right down here, and then you can twist it tight. And then these all, like these little tabs, all open up right here, and they get super, super tall. So this is what you're gonna use to put your phone in right here, and then you slap this tight or close it tight. And I use this to record typically a lot of my B-roll content for reels, for stories. If I'm doing a face-to-camera video, I'm using this so I can set it up exactly where I want with the right lighting and background and all of that. So highly recommend getting a tripod just like that one. Third thing that I absolutely love for Instagram is Canva. We'll also have a link to Canva down below, and it is amazing for editing specifically graphics. So this can be cover photo templates or cover photos for your reels. We do have templates that we sell for our reels cover photos. If you're interested in using that to help you, there will be a link in the description. I feel like there's so many links from this video, but I hope that they're helpful. But Canva is the program that we use to edit our graphics. So whether it's for stories, whether it's for our reels covers, we're using Canva for that. It's basically like a really easy Photoshop. So highly recommend Canva and checking that out. And the other thing I wanted to mention here when it comes to your Instagram quality is, or consider getting a microphone, something like this one. This is the Rode Video Mic Me. I don't know if it's going to actually focus. It hasn't been focusing today. But this is a really simple microphone that literally you can get it with a USB plug-in, or it's a lightning port plug-in, and it plugs directly into your phone. I actually have to take my case off in order to do it on mine. But if I take my case off right here, I can literally plug this in at the bottom. And so I do this now whenever I'm recording Instagram stories or any sort of like talking to the camera, because the audio quality is just so much better. There's no settings to adjust. Literally all you do is plug it in, go to your camera roll and record, go to Instagram and record, and your audio quality is automatically so much better. And it's under $100. It's pretty affordable as far as microphones go. It's also very versatile. Like you could use this to record if you want to do YouTube and a YouTube channel, record on your phone with this microphone. It's great quality for that. So we'll have links to this down below too if you're interested in checking it out. And I've just loved using this mic for Instagram content lately. It's been really handy and very, very simple to use. I also wanted to say that if you haven't already, be sure to go ahead and follow me over on Instagram at Stephanie Case Education, because we share daily business advice on growing your Instagram account over on there. So if you want more where this came from, be sure to follow us over there. We would love to have you following along. We come out with videos on this channel every single Tuesday, and we would love to have you subscribe as well so you can stay up to date on every single video. And thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope that you found this very, very helpful. If you have any questions, feel free to drop it in the comments below. You guys know we are here for you, and I'll see you guys in next week's video on Tuesday. Bye guys.